Are we back? Hello, YouTube. That was neat. Uh, oh, so yeah, we broke YouTube. We had so many people watching this video. YouTube literally just like died. Like seriously, it died. Like that was weird. Um, yeah. So yeah, YouTube literally died. Like I couldn't access anything, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I can't even get onto YouTube. It just has no videos." So it should be working now. I've disassembled what I had started. Um, well, the video's still there, so you should be able to see that. But so what are we doing today? We're putting together a printed solid safety enclosure, very similar to the one over here. Well, behind this mini here, let me move this thing out of the way. So like that one over there, but that one's made for a full size Mark III style printer. So if it's a Bear or if it's a Mark III, it was pretty cool. Uh, this is for the Mini. So if you have a Prusa Mini, this will fit in this enclosure. Well, I mean, no, the Mini will fit in that enclosure. But there's some updates. So it comes really well packed. It is all that beautiful wood MDF style. So the MDF laser cut amazingness made directly at Printed Solid, by the way. So this is all laser cut, and they're sold out. They're 175 typically, but they're sold out. They're working on some upgrades, I believe, from what I hear. So I already took this out of the package. They all have masking tape on both sides. I already removed the masking tape, but I do recommend taking a paper towel and some of that fancy isopropyl alcohol and wiping all the edges down, because as you can see, it will. You can't really see it very well. I got like a dark spot on my thumb pad over here, um, from the edges because it is burnt wood. And I also recommend opening up outside because since it is laser cut, you get that nice smell of amazingness in there. It has a directional sheet. It shows you the little blowout of how to put it together, a baggie of parts. All you need is an M3 screwdriver and it looks like a Phillips head screwdriver. You could even bring one of these fancy, there's some, looks like 1/4 inch nuts, and some masking tape. I only have gaffer's tape. We talked about this earlier. I'm using gaffer's tape because the only thing I could find. And what we're going to do is we're going to tear off a few little strips of this, specifically 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's tear off 8 of these. I had this done last time. I'm going to do 8 again. And again, you don't have to use gaff tape. I actually don't recommend using gaff tape because it's expensive, but it is reusable, which is nice. So it's kind of like duct tape. We photographers use these all the time, but you'll mostly see DJs and lighting people use this because it holds their wires down without tearing up any of the material, which is really nice. So with something like duct tape, you might tear off this nice white backing on it. So I already started assembling this and had to take it all the way apart because the internet crashed. Well, not my internet. The internet actually crashed at YouTube land. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way. We won't need this mini until we're done. Let's see. The only thing I haven't removed the masking off of is the acrylic panel, which I also recommend doing last because you don't want to get it scratched. Acrylic is strong-ish. I also wouldn't flex it like I just did because acrylic can break. Oh man, that'd be a good question. Will it go down? If it does go down again, I'm just going to redo this video for a different date because it's always sad having to start over from the beginning. But hey, man, like they said in the chat here, someone said practice makes perfect. I'm ready. I'm ready for the practice. And just for that, you know what? I'm going to put up that. That'll be that guy up there, over there. He's going to be the channel friend for today. He's thrilled at the YouTube right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue our build. So what are we going to do? I've already placed a few square nuts in this, but these holes go all the way through. So what I do is I actually take the tape and I block off the holes like so. That way when I take a square nut, because these things take square nuts, I can slide them in and they won't fall out through the hole. So that is your trick of the trade today. So let me go ahead and start putting tape on these and putting square nuts into these square-ish style holes. Again, this is really easy to put together. It doesn't take much time, especially since we've already done most of it already. Those damn hairy knucks, man. All right, so we got some tape under those, and some tape under these now. It's gonna go so smoothly, let me tell you. And when you do this build, you're gonna want to do the bottom first. Done. We put those things in there. We're gonna put the sides and the top on. So left side, right top, right side. However, it looks like to you might be opposite because I can't tell what your screen is showing. So let's go ahead and grab a side. This happens to be a side piece. This happens to be the left side when looking at the front. We know this because in the diagram, the cutout for the intake or outtake fan goes on this side. And all we have to do is slide the slots through, and that'll hold it right there. We'll take these M3 screws and an M3 driver. I am not one of those. And you're just going to insert those screws and just start putting them in. What's up, Thomas? So it looks like I got Thomas and Michael and Sean and Paul and Jimmy and Mark and Michael and Carl and Hawk. What up, Hawk? I haven't seen you in a while. And of course, we got the typical Dan and Vikings probably in here somewhere. By the way, feel free to share the link or retweet my tweet on the new link because YouTube was dumb and they decided to crash. So I'm already tired. Yeah, Hawk, you done gaming? Deja vu. Okay. And then we're going to take this side, and we know where this side goes based on this cutout. This has to go down at the bottom based on our picture. We can see that the cutout goes that way. Okay. Awesome. That was easy enough. Let's put a couple square nuts in there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hey, Paula's video. And Polymate 3D's like, question mark. I don't know if you noticed, Hawk. YouTube went down completely the last time I was doing the stream. So basically everyone's already seen this part. We're doing it again for posterity. And while we have that kind of connected, we'll put the top on. The top already has tape and it already has nuts in it because we've already assembled this thing partially before. So we'll pop that open. We'll widen that up a little bit. We'll put that together. We'll move the box center so I'm in there so you can see me. Because I'm the most importantest in this video, not the box. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button because I lost all my likes. The 2 dislikes can go away. And that tape really does help, which is really nice. So that makes your life so much easier. I'm just loosely tightening these things in just so it doesn't tip over. Yeah, I had 67 viewers last time. Dang it. Just leave it like this. It's a perfectly unstable surface. Now, I am looking through the front of the box. This is the back. This is the right side, this is the left side. So I have it in the order. So now, hey, when I put the front and back on, I'll put them on correctly, which is good. You always want to put it together correctly. So now that I have it partially together, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these sides in. And don't tighten them too far. Chris is in a box, that's step 3. This is about where it died last time. I was assembling all this stuff, and then I was about to put the front on, and then YouTube was like, ha 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 ha, no more YouTube channel for you, buddy. Which was scary for a second, because like, all of the videos are down. And then I was like, everybody's videos are down. Again, don't over tighten this. I know this thing looks wobbly right now. So now I'm heading to the back. Heading to the back. Now I'm in the back, looking out the front. How do I know? This is the right side. This is the left side. Even though I use my left hand to hit the right side, my right hand to hit the right side. Yeah. This box is not DIY. This is actually the printed solid safety enclosure. It's 175 US dollars. It's on their website. Link should be in the description. I may not have updated the description, so we'll find out. So now we'll turn this thing to the front. So this is your right side, because that's where the spool holder goes. But yeah, basically if you go to printedsolid.com, there's a big button that says enclosures. You head to there, and you find the enclosures. And this is the front. And the front is symmetrical, minus one side just has the slots, one side has slots and holes. These holes are for the acrylic glass, acrylic front panel. So if I attach it this way, with the holes for the hinge here, the door will open out this way. If I go this way with it, the hinge will come out this way. We're going to assemble it this way. And this is about where it died last time. So, and I've done it much faster. I'm only at 13 minutes this time. So that just slides on like so. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Oh, the bottom's not in. There we go. How about this bottom? Oh, of course that bottom's not in. That'd be silly. There we go. Isn't there a giveaway? Not yet, but we might. Who knows? Video quality is weird today because YouTube is in and out, so I think their thing is probably weird. Still broadcasting at the same quality. It looks really sharp on my screen. All right, so it's going to keep attaching screws here. So, and this is exactly where it died last time. Let's see. See, the timer's still going. Someone type something so I know it's still alive. And we're going to take our tape, and there's slots up here at the top, so we're going to cover those so we can put square nuts in those. All right. Whew. Yay! It's still going. And again, all I did was put tape on the inside, so when I want to pop these square nuts in, they won't fall through. And I also don't have to use like 6 hands and roll a d20 for dexterity to make this thing all go together. There might be. I haven't talked to Dave. He's been training a new employee, and I did this video just out of the blue. And he's also working on new enclosures. So I don't want to be like, I'm going to give away this thing. I'll probably do a different giveaway just for an enclosure when Dave gets the newer designed enclosures. There's enhancements coming. He's currently sold out of all these enclosures right now. And with the COVID and the filament. Yeah, it's he hasn't been able to cut these out. What's up, OC? Yeah, the tape really does help. And because I use gaffer's tape, I can just peel it off, and it's just as strong as ever. I'm going to pop in these side holes here. So yeah, once things get back to normality, we'll get back to some cool giveaways and fun stuff like that. I don't want to make Dave promise anything and then he not be able to keep up with it right now. It is your first live stream. Yeah. You know, I got a neighbor with a hot tub and a friend with a hot tub. Does that mean I can't make that happen one day? And because I have no choice but take YouTube seriously take YouTube more seriously now more than ever, I'm willing to do crazy stuff. He doesn't have one yet. He's gonna have one. I know he's gonna have one for like artillery size, so 400 millimeter tall. Your mini me looks like the sticker. It's actually not a sticker. That's an animated thing. I can change it. I can change it. Taco dance time. But because YouTube went down, it gets grumpy Chris's thumbs up face. Maybe at least some ooh. Good old Hot Topic. And this is going together easy. The best part about these enclosures, Dave does a really good job. This is open source, by the way. So, I mean, you could, if you have a laser cutter, make your own. Oh, that's actually really hard to find when you can't see it. I kind of see it through the screen on the right-hand side of me. But it looks like I'm going to have to turn it towards me so I can slide that in. Oh my god, it's so much easier when you actually see the hole. Man. Working on stickers. So if you go to theangrywarcocky.com, I have a store that just opened up. Theangrywarcocky.com. I got pre-orders on my Chris face shirts. Zombie Chris face shirts. So pre-orders for this have started. And carbon fiber parts. And a download link for my mini me. So do some real crazy. Sell me your blueberry. Does the hole have a hair in it? Oh no. That'd be awful. Okay, once we get these on, I can switch to the other side. You can do it. Oh. There we go. Simple as that. John just got off of work. I just got done streaming this build and had to redo the stream. All right, so we have the front on, the sides of the top. All that's left is the back. And again, all we're going to do is how much watt? I don't know how much watt laser this would need. It does. So the enclosure for the Mark III fits the bear just fine. I'm going to be moving one of my bears to the enclosure here shortly. So I'm just going to keep removing tape because, again, this is reusable tape. Might as well continue reusing it. So again, start with the bottom. Use your little pieces of tape to attach over the slotted hole covers. That'll hold the nuts in place while you assemble the box. And this should be a really quick build with absolutely no directions, because it's literally as long as you do the bottom, the sides, and the top before you do the front and back, you're good to go. All right, where's that back? Here's that back. And again, everything is symmetrical, so you've got the exact same cutouts on all sides, so you can literally flip it any which way to assemble it. Okay. And good. And good. Now the sturdiness of this really comes into play once you have it all assembled, but I'm going to flip it down on its face to get this last piece on. Hooah! That's much easier. Okay, I'm going to screw these bottom ones in here just to keep it from falling down. Okay, the last thing I need to do is to get this top part lined up. There we go. Boom. Whoa! Viking, you crazy, bro. You crazy. You didn't have to do that. You've got a printer to build. Mucho appreciate. I do have shorts on. The weather's nicer. Chris is wearing pants again. All right. We are almost done with this build. It is pretty big. He left plenty of room for however you want to use this, because I believe this might actually be multi-purpose. So, right? 76 watching, only 26 likes. There should be 400 thumbs up by now. Yeah, feel free to hit the like button if you desire. I don't require it, but it sure does help. All right. This is going together way faster than last time. This might be my shortest build video ever. Don't worry, I'll put the mini in here as soon as it's all together. Oh, John Mack's here. And Andrew. I didn't realize that was Andrew who said it was pretty big. All right, one. Oh, there goes a square nut onto the ground. Don't lose them, they're like gold. When you build enough Prusas, you don't lose your square nuts. All right. And don't worry, I'll have an after party on the new channel later tonight. So, okay, pop that in, pop that in. The box does not look mini. I mean, it's a wide angle lens. So I mean, if I move the box this way, it looks smaller. But if I move forward, because of that word that involved perspective, I should know this word. I'm a photographer. Yeah, it won't hold an S5. I've already printed a lot of mini Chris's. This was printed on the mini. You know you're doing things right when you have 3 haters following you around on YouTube just to put a thumbs down on your channel. All right, so all the sides are on, the front and back are on. I'm just going to make sure I tightened everything, and I didn't. I can already see that I didn't tighten these bottom ones down. So, good. Good. Again, you don't super tighten these. This is still just, MDF. It's good MDF. It's the nice stuff. But once it's together, it's stable. Like, I just shook the whole table versus shaking just this. And you do have cool cutouts, so oh, look, I didn't tighten this one at all. Done. 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 And then we get to put the front panel on. They're jealous of, yeah, they are jealous of Viking sending a super sticker. I didn't even know I had super stickers. I know I had super chat on. Since this is now my income. YouTube is now the income. So Chris has branding, cool stuff like shirts. Maybe John Mack can make a Angry Work Hockey hat. Okay. So I can no longer live in the box because it has a back and sides and fronts. You do have cutouts, as you can see up there in that back corner. If you want to do an intake fan or an outtake fan, you can put a fan on it. There are mounts for your spool holder, which I'll put together here in a second. But first I want to put the front panel on. This one is white. They have black and they have white. Here's your acrylic sheet. I, of course, have not removed the fancy plastic protector sheets. First, oh, you need an easy logo to embroider. It's like, come on, people thumbs down Joel's videos. Like, come on. Come on. Like, who thumbs down the Joel? He's like the nicest person ever. Like, me, I understand. I'm the angry we're cocky. I say things that no one else will say, even if I shouldn't say them at all. Yeah. Let me pull that super sticker nonsense off. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's been up long enough. Get out of here, super sticker. There we go. Keep forgetting that doesn't automatically go away. I control that from the StreamYard. Ugh. It's like buying a new car. Except better, because your car's not covered in sticky stuff. Exactly, Dan. And I blame Dan for helping me come up with that name, because he kept saying it. Like, everyone said, like, that's the Angry Chris action figure. Why isn't he smiling? It's like, I don't know. It's funny, as I was peeling this one off, and I was like, it's so transparent. Like, how clear that is. Like, at the right angle, you can just, like, it's just like I'm peeling away invisibleness. It's like buying an 8. Yeah, it's my ice. It's my fishing hut for when it's wintertime. Yeah, I saw he wasn't very happy the other day. But that's why over there. Oh boy, this box is blocking my arm. Over in that corner, there's a Angry Work Hockey. The Zerbo is still waiting. They just got their anodized carriages in. So I'm being a good boy. I don't message them at all to ask how things are going. So this door would go here. That way you can access it. And there are hinges. A multitude of hinges. So let's go ahead and make the hinge. So I think it's one of these long ones each. Dun 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 dun. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? So is your war face. I wish. My war face is up there on the top corner of the screen. All right. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? You know, I'm going to attach the brackets to the front of this panel first. Some sturdy bolts. Dun, 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 dun. This is his, yeah. Shit, we're going to war. That's all you're gonna get out of me. So yeah, once we get these hinges attached onto the acrylic panel, I'll attach the acrylic panel to the thingy, to the actual case. There's 80 of you. It's amazing. Okay. I'm not going to super tighten them down, but I will grab I think I got a Phillips head in my screwdriver bin. Flathead will work. These are big. Give that a little twist. A little twist. And this door is not going to go anywhere. So. Ooh. It's so clear. Oh, now I see 85. I have a delay on StreamYards, guys. I appear to the Thanks, John. All right. Leave that door open like this. Because it's so clear you can see me. And Carl, 99 cents for a poop emoji. I like it. I haven't seen that one before. Pop this corner in there. And put this in there, and then I can easily assemble the rest of this. Gladiator. I wish. All right. That is so nice. And there are door stops. So notice how it's swinging in. 11 installed door stops. Haha! It is so clear. One of the nice things is Dave springs for the dang it, Bob. Thank you, sir. Mucho appreciado. I do have a bottle of something down here. I do have a bottle of bourbon down here. Some rabbit. I have one of those MK3 that no longer fits in my hobby room. Use them to put plants in, OC. And then using the wrong tool for the right job. Yeah, it doesn't have to be super tight. Ooh, Sean with the amazing idea. There we go. So now let's install the door stops, which are these little guys. And that's what those little screws up here are for. You'll leave this door open, and you'll install the door stops on top and bottom. Somebody's a plant hater. Dun, 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 dun. It's come with COVID, no trouble hand. You can print any handle you desire. Dun, 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 dun. It's always weird using a screw nut in this fashion, or square nut in this fashion, screw nut. I'll leave this door open all the way. Camera works just fine through that. Ooh, 30 chili plants. What? Thanks, Sergio. Much appreciated. I don't think I've giggled this much on a stream in a while. Just put your live stream in the background as I record my next. There we go. Just make sure to fast forward to the parts I'm actually doing something cool. All right. Put that in there. Slide this in there. And do the same thing over here. Boom. Square nut time. What's up, Ricardo? Should play the one where I'm interviewing Joseph. That one would be the hilarious one. Be like me interviewing Joseph in the background of all your YouTube videos. You should have just. Oh, there's no door on here. That reflection is just because I'm so shiny. I took a bath right before this. By the way, there's plenty of extra parts, I think. You'll need a critique. Yeah, but he only gets in trouble if I try to claim it. And I don't think I would try to claim it. That would be silly. 4 Reapers. Ooh. Chris likes the Reapers. He's got a couple left in the freezer still from when his buddy dropped them off. All right, let's finish putting this door on. Well, the door blocker. Okay. And that stops the door from going too far. You always print a cool handle to attach on here. I like it. Okay, spool holder. I didn't attach mine because, let me move this out of the way. On top of my other one, I put my rep box. And you can still put a rep box on the top of this one. It would go this way and feed this way into your Mini. It's just the camera angle. Because perspective, you're closer to the camera. If I go this way and turn it this way, the box looks much smaller. It's Chris size. Okay, so let's get that top on, or the side arms, because we need a spool holder right here. Yeah, it's a laminate coated MDF. He has it in white and black, but I know he's got some upgrades coming. So they are sold out currently. Now these do screw in place, and I believe they do something like this with a spool holder. Correct. So your spool holder would go like that, and it would fall off because you didn't install the nuts yet. So we're going to open this thing back up, turn it this way. I'm going to go work on the inside. So let's go ahead and grab some of our tape off. We can reuse this tape. So I'm again covering the little square holes with tape. Melamine, yeah. Inside dimensions are on the website, so just head to Printed Solid, go to look for the mini enclosure. Price is $175, but they are sold out at the moment because Dave is working on some upgrades from what I heard. He's just been so busy with the filament and the other crazy stuff that there just has not been any time to get anything done. How many bananas is it? Oh, I forgot banana for scale. Okay. So we'll attach that here. Actually, you know what? We'll put the square nuts in first. Putting in the square nuts. There we go. Square nut. Going inside. My problem with the door opening this way is it's not easy to get to that. So Chris needs to slide this forward. Slide it forward. Keep sliding it forward. So we can get his arm underneath the door to do that. Chris is a problem solver. You need a scale for your banana first. Yeah, I use a mini me as scale. That's the new scale measurement, a Chris Mini Me. So again, I'll slide these square nuts in. Okay. Pop that in. Yes. Lesson learned. Don't do as Chris says, not as he does. Put the spool holder on before the door. Oh yeah. I would be concerned too if I were me. Okay. Don't over tighten. Just get it in there nice and snug. Just a spool holder. Okay. Okay. And this goes right there. So there's your spool holder. One ISO banana is 6 grapes. So we grab our mini. Dun dun! Look at all that room for activities. Ugh. And that's it. That is your printed solid safety enclosure for a Prusa Mini. I give it 1 angry Chris thumbs up out of 1. How much does it weigh? That's a good question. It doesn't weigh a lot. I don't have a scale that can measure this down here, unfortunately. The best I can do is tell you that the Mini weighs more than the box. So, but it is now nice and sturdy. You can put a ton of weight on there. Door opens freely. It is very clear-tastic. The Prusa Mark III enclosure does have a slot for the MMU to be mounted. It also has room for the power supply to be mounted on the outside. The Prusa Mini power supply is a cord. So what you do is you just punch out, turn it. You would punch out, where are they? They're in the back. It's now heavy with the Mini inside of it. The Mini is actually kind of heavy. So you just punch out one of these holes. There's one on every corner. And you can run the power supply cable in because it's just a brick. So, and you can also get a USB extender. So you can extend that USB because it uses a thumb drive. You can extend the thumb drive out somewhere out on the outside. So there are options for people who want to do cool things. You get a lazy Susan. So there we go. This is your Prusa Mini safety enclosure by Printed Solid, and only took 2 YouTube videos to put it together. Yeah, I like this. So I really like my one for the Mark III. The Mini for me is a little cumbersome with the way the spool is. Like the little spool holder sitting on the side takes up a lot of space. I kind of dig this. So that way the spool holder is always there. It won't get any crazier. I can put a rep box on the top and spool down into the box. So that gives me options because I have another rep box that I'm not using at the moment because I don't have walls, as you can see, that I can attach rep boxes to easily. It should come with LED lighting, but Dave is working on upgrades. So, yeah. Other than that, anybody have any questions on the box? And again, I know they're sold out right now, so now's not the best time to be doing this video because everyone's like, oh, now I want one. They don't have one because they're sold out. But it is very safe. Your cats will no longer be laying on your printer. And remember, if you're printing PLA, I'd probably open this door up. You could also just not attach the door. But if you're going to print PETG or any ABS, you want this bad boy. This printer does have a Bowden tube all the way down into the hot end. So 265C max. So I would not print things like polycarbonate or nylons with this printer, which is another use for these safety enclosures. Yeah, why do boxes have to be box shaped? They could do all kinds of stuff. If the code was printed, then I guess you could, yeah, depending if you added the right type of acrylic on the front. There are holes, like as you can see, like you can see light through that back corner. So I don't know how safe that is with the laser. So, but other than that, I mean, if you added some precautions, that way the light doesn't come through. Yeah, cats will put the filament on the side, and that's fine. That's why you put a rep box on the side and just have a Bowden tube running all the way from the rep box into the Mini. Yeah, my mini me is just living life on top of that. Boxes came before box shape. Oh, look at that. It's got directions on how to assemble it down here. I didn't read it. I just remember how to do it last time. What you got for a is there anyone as disappointed as I am with what you got for a copperhead? What? Love my copperhead. If a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? What if I told you the woodchucks don't actually chuck wood? Next video will be coming soon. It'll be a disassembly video of my eSun e-box, another box, because it decided to almost catch fire. So, ooh, what is the exact info on my red screen from Adafruit? Let me look that up and I'll get that to you. Because that was a fun project, let me tell you. Swapping my screens out. To the show. Does MK? There is an MK3 box. There's a CR10 box. Let me pull it up again. He's got all the boxes. Printed solid, front page enclosures. He's got a box for the Prusa Mini and Ender 3 and Mark 3 and a CR10. Fits the 10 and 10S only, will not fit the Pro X. And I know he's got a bigger box coming for the Sidewinder and bigger stuff. They don't have hands. They can't. Oh. Yeah, so he's got a few different boxes. And again, he's sold out of the mini box. He's sold out of the enclosure for the Mark III and the Ender 3 and the CR10. Again, he's working on upgrades on all the boxes. So this is just a how to build this. It should help you out because he's still going to use the same mounting style with those screws. So the black tape method, well, not black, the taping method that goes over the holes will probably still be effective. So this is more of just a for fun build, and when the upgraded boxes come in, I know I'll be getting one for the Mark III. So, because I definitely need one more printer in an enclosure. So, if it's the RGB backlight negative, it's out of stock. Oh, no! RGB lighting in this would be really cool. I might have to do a video where we install RGB lighting on this. Let me take a look at the Adafruit section. It's for display. So red and oh boy, 59 pages of red. Smart. Oh, discount riprap controller. Discount. Or is it under 2004? Probably under 2004. 2004. Nope. Display. 2004. There we go. RGB backlight negative. Oh, out of stock. Backlight positive LCD. Oh, man. Yeah, the RGB ones are weird. I don't know how those wire into the 2004, like the normal board, because printed solid sells just the backplate. 16 by 2. 16 by 2, those are not the right size. Yeah, it was a while ago. I bought that red and black screen like a while ago. I don't even know what to look for if I was going to find it from anything else. Let's see, RGB backlight. RGB. Yeah, they only have the. Oh, there's a serial one with its own USB pack. That's pretty cool. So many things I don't know about. This is all Philips Hue. Oh, Philips Hue. That's what I have above me. That's what's lighting up the backdrop. So, all right. 52 minutes. We built something really quickly. Thank you for coming back to the video. We ended up with just as many viewers in the end as we did last time. Thanks for sharing the new link and making that get out. Don't forget to check out stuff at Printed Solid. 2004, 20 by 4 should be the right size. It's 20 characters by 4. That's why they call it the RepRap Discount 2004 screen. Yeah, NeoPixels, you could run NeoPixel right off the header on a SKR14 and run the NeoPixels inside here, so you can run them right off your screen. So options, but I'll figure one out. I'll take a look at how to run it. I know that you can run them off of Octoprint. They have got an RGB lighting thing, and also Repetier. They also have LED control built in, so I'll take a look at that too. We'll figure it out. On that, everyone enjoy. I'm going to start a Hangout stream probably at 8:30 on my other channel, so watch for a link on Twitter for that soon, because I'm going to enjoy some not building 3D printer things on this fine Thursday evening, because it's going to be a busy week. I've got things coming in. I've got Nova hot ends to work on. I've got that eSun e-box to tear apart and find out. 3-pin NeoPixel for the SKR boards. I recommend the Turbo 1.4 with the 2209s, 5 of them. So yeah, enjoy State of Trouble, everyone, and send comments in the comments, hit likes, and send me questions on the Twitter. So 8:30 was 8 minutes ago. You hush in your other time, Mr. Eastern Man. So good night, State of Trouble. Enjoy. I'm hitting the end broadcast button. Thanks for everyone that was throwing in cash molas in here. That's crazy. So good night and happy